It is the action of one who has not educated themselves to blame others for the things they themselves do, erroneously. For one who has begun to educate themselves, to blame oneself. For one who has already educated themselves, neither to blame others, nor oneself. This excerpt belongs to the work The Enchiridion by Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, and addresses the idea of self-criticism and personal responsibility in the process of self-education and personal development. Let's analyze each part of the text with examples. 1. It is the action of one who has not educated themselves to blame others for the things they themselves do erroneously. You are constantly late for appointments, but instead of acknowledging your own lack of punctuality, you criticize your colleagues for not being organized enough. In this case, you are acting in accordance with the first phase mentioned by Epictetus. You have not yet educated yourself to take responsibility for your own actions, and, instead, project your faults onto others. Lack of self-awareness hinders you from recognizing your own actions and the associated consequences. Lack of understanding of your own behavior can lead to projecting faults onto others. Lack of coping skills makes it easier for you to blame others, rather than dealing directly with your own issues. It is a way of avoiding the discomfort associated with confronting personal problems. 2. For one who has begun to educate themselves, to blame oneself. You realize that you struggle with constructive criticism at work. Instead of blaming others for not understanding you, you reflect on your emotional reactions and acknowledge the need to work on your own emotional development. In this case, you are in the process of self-education. You recognize your weaknesses and are willing to take responsibility for your own challenges, taking the first step toward personal improvement. You are at a healthy level of self-awareness, recognizing that you struggle with constructive criticism at work and identifying it as an area for improvement. You are developing more effective coping skills. Instead of reacting defensively or avoiding feedback, you are starting to practice constructive ways to handle criticism, seeking to understand others' concerns and exploring ways to improve. 3. For one who has already educated themselves, neither to blame others nor oneself. After a long period of reflection and practice, you have reached a high level of self-awareness. You have learned to deal with challenges without blaming yourself or others. Instead, you seek constructive solutions to problems. In this case, you represent the last phase highlighted by Epictetus. You have reached a state of self-education where you not only recognize your own flaws but also refrain from blaming others. You act in a balanced and responsible manner, focusing on constructive solutions. Here, you demonstrate a high level of self-awareness. You have a clear understanding of your strengths and weaknesses, recognizing how your actions can impact others and the environment around you. You already possess advanced coping skills. Faced with challenges, you approach situations calmly and constructively. You don't react impulsively, but carefully consider your options, seeking effective solutions instead of focusing on problems. Epictetus emphasizes the importance of evolving from the habit of blaming others to self-criticism, and finally, to a mindset that seeks solutions rather than assigning blame. This represents a path of personal growth and ethical development. The pursuit of constructive solutions is the right path to problem solving. Taking responsibility is part of the path to achieve the last stage of self-education, not focusing on blame, but rather on solving the issue. The time spent focusing on who is to blame is valuable, provoking various emotional reactions that will not contribute to resolutions. And this is a crucial point. The pursuit of constructive solutions and personal responsibility are fundamental elements on the path to problem solving and personal development. When we focus on finding solutions instead of blaming others, we can create more productive and positive environments. By taking responsibility for our actions, we are more likely to learn from experiences and grow as individuals. Moreover, directing energy towards solving problems instead of assigning blame can improve efficiency and promote healthy interpersonal relationships. The idea of not focusing on blame but rather on solutions resonates with principles of philosophies like Stoicism, which emphasizes control over our reactions and the pursuit of continuous improvement. This behavior also contributes to reducing harmful emotional reactions, allowing for a more rational and effective approach to challenges. Therefore, by adopting this mindset, we not only optimize time, but also create an environment more conducive to personal growth and effective issue resolution. This approach is valuable in both personal and professional contexts, contributing to a more balanced development and a constant pursuit of constructive solutions. The development of the ability not to blame oneself and others, focusing on problem solving, is intrinsically related to the development of self-responsibility. Here are some specific educational tips to promote this kind of thinking. Cultivate empathy. Developing empathy can help understand the perspectives and experiences of others. This creates a more open-minded mentality, less prone to blame, favoring the pursuit of collaborative solutions. Practice acceptance. Accept that people make mistakes, including yourself. Acceptance is crucial to overcoming the need to blame and allows you to focus on problem solving. Focus on resolution, not blame. Train your mind to automatically focus on finding solutions whenever a problem arises. Instead of seeking blame, ask yourself, what can I do to resolve this? Learn from past experiences. Reflect on past experiences where blame brought no significant benefits. This can strengthen the understanding that seeking solutions is more constructive than seeking blame. Develop nonviolent communication. Learn to communicate nonviolently, expressing your needs and concerns constructively. This helps avoid the blame cycle and promotes more effective dialogue. Stick attitude. Focusing on gratitude can help change your perspective, highlighting the positive instead of focusing on the negative. This contributes to a mental environment more conducive to problem solving. Develop resilience. Resilience allows you to deal with challenges effectively without getting lost in the search for blame. Developing resilience contributes to a solution-oriented mindset. Avoid quick judgments. Take time before making hasty judgments about yourself or others. This provides space for a more balanced analysis of the situation, promoting a more constructive approach. Focus on internal control. Focus on areas you can control, such as your own actions and reactions. This helps avoid the tendency to blame external factors and directs attention to self-regulation. Seek continuous learning. Approach each challenge as an opportunity for learning. When you view problems as lessons to be learned, you are more likely to focus on finding solutions rather than assigning blame. By adopting these practices, you can gradually develop a solution-oriented mindset, minimizing the tendency to blame yourself and others. This promotes a more constructive and positive approach to handling challenges.